to Ruto and the honorable ministers. Well, you have covered the whole spectrum of what we discussed. But what I want to emphasize are 2 points. Point number one is kuamuka. Inaonekana tumeanza kuamuka. Toka kwenye usingizi. Because the big problem of Africa is that now in the Church of Uganda prayer book, what you call the Anglicans, there's a statement very strong in our local languages. They left undone what they ought to have done, and they did that they ought not to have done, and there's no truth in them. I don't know where they got it in the Bible, but it is in the prayer book.
It's in the Bible.
In the Bible also, the bishop has told you. Now, this is really the big problem of Africa. And you young people, when I see people doing all sorts of things, arguing and so on, I wait to hear for the content. What are they arguing about? When they are talking about small things. But the big thing is modern economies are built on production of goods and services. The more goods and services you produce, especially industrially, in agriculture and so on, the wealthier you are. But when you produce goods and services, the next question is, who buys what you produce? So the issue of the producers and the consumers is at the center of a modern economy. So therefore, when you see people, leaders, whatever they are, just talking about all other things, this one, why are you not talking about the market? Nani atanunua bidhaa zako? If you don't answer that and you say you are a leader, then there are serious issues. So therefore, here I can see that we are waking up to talk about the market of East Africa, the market of Africa. Because if we don't do that, the future is very bleak. You can see two continents. Nguo ya hii kitu imetoka. Nguo yake. Iko hapa. Nguo yake. You can see two areas. The United States of America and Latin America. In terms of natural resources, Latin America may have more resources than USA. Latin America, big rivers, the Amazon, forests, madini, minerals, agriculture, everything is there in Latin America. Yes, USA has, but not as much as I have got that feeling that Latin America may have more natural resources than the USA. So the question then is, why is USA prosperous and Latin America in misery? You see those people walking on foot from Latin America going to heaven, United States. Wanafikiri America, USA ndio binguni, wamesahau kwamba God ndio iko mbinguni. They are now going to the USA because it's their salvation. Why? I think the difference is in the organization. When those people formed the nucleus of the United States by uniting the 13 colonies of the British, they are the ones who started the core of that prosperity. USA has expanded, has got a big market. So, ukiwa mfanya biashara, unaanzisha biashara yako in the USA, things are easy. You've got a big market of 300 million people. You can sell from New York to California. The whole space is one market. But in Latin America, El Salvador, small thing here. Honduras, small thing here. Nicaragua, Panama, I don't know, you can't even count them. Rich in countries, rich in presidents, but poor in everything else. So really, you, the East Africans, you should, I'm glad we are working up on this issue. So this is number one. Now, number two is the rationalization. Because you can see, the other day I was having a meeting with somebody from, I think he's from Nairobi, but he's a Chinese, working for the international systems. I think World Bank or something like that, based here. And he was reminding me that countries in Southeast Asia, big and small, Vietnam, China, Indonesia, Cambodia, all of them have got access to the sea. Wako karibu na bahari. Here, where the continent is fragmented economically, you have got countries like Uganda, Republic of Uganda, has no access to the ocean. South Sudan, Rwanda, Burundi, Central African Republic, Chad, I think Chad also. Even Ethiopia, that big country, no access to the sea. So, and people are not working to solve that. They are content. President, minister, what are you ministering? You are not solving the issue of market. You are not solving the problem of access to the ocean. How would you develop? How exactly how? And instead you are talking about small things. Who will be president? Who will be whoever is president? You will face those problems. So therefore, I'm very happy to be here and discuss with His Excellency all these issues, because that's what we are discussing. How can you have the sitting room in another country, the bedroom in another country, the kitchen in another country? What sort of arrangement is this? They have invited me to talk to the National Defense College tomorrow. I will talk more about this issue of waking up, kuamuka, and rationalization. Kufanya mambo ambayo yuko na akili, sio kufanya mambo bila akili. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. I'm the one who applied to say, Your Excellency, I want to come and see you. So he allowed me to say, you come. I'm very, very happy to be here. And I'm glad now we have settled with my Suba relative who have signed the document. Where is the Suba man? Aritoka. That little fishing our super people. At Migingo. Asante sana.
Your Excellencies, for the joint press statement. And that brings us to...
Sorry, Mzee, I did allow the Minister for Finance to go and attend to your good friend from Migingo. And also my Deputy President had to attend to something else. But just to confirm again that the one item that I forgot that is important in line with what Mzee has said in what we produce is that we have agreed with President MUSEVENI that I will be going to Uganda in October or maybe latest November for the groundbreaking ceremony of the largest steel factory in our region, in Tororo. That is a joint project between Kenya and Uganda. Kenyan investors, Ugandan resources. It's a joint project that is going to reduce our imports of steel into our region and use the resources that we have, not just to produce steel for our construction industry and all the other industries, but also to export that steel into our region and into the rest of the world. And again, I want, on behalf of the government and people of Kenya and investors from Kenya, President MUSEVENI, to thank you for your leadership, your support, your goodwill, and that of your government in facilitating this joint investment that is going to be in Tororo. And just to make a small correction, that I am not a bishop, but I have made a commitment that when I am done with being president, I will be an evangelist. I know that you have a serious grounding as a Christian, because I remember when I came to see you and you prayed for the food in Kinyangole. And when I asked you why are you praying using a language I can't understand, you say that is how you were taught when you were young. But again, Mzee, to appreciate your wisdom, as always. Whenever you come visit us, we like to listen to you as an elder and as a person who has been a leader in our region going into the future. Asanteni sana. Welcome to lunch.
Let us all rise as we allow the two heads of state to exit briefly before we progress to lunch.